I'm a little busy right now.
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. Let me guess. Looking for Imogene? I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here. Which is a shame, since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. There are work skills and there are life skills. I can't help it if I have both. She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure, probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips. I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know? Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation is far more fun. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
Perhaps we need to get Dalton's permission to relieve ourselves as well. Good lord, this corporation keeps you on a short leash.
I forgot you're familiar with Neon and Bayou's intricate web of connections. I suppose if you want to be efficient, you could bypass Dalton and go straight to Bayou. You're just cutting out the middleman, right? Word of advice. If you're planning on foregoing authorization and just tiptoeing your way to Imogene, park your friend at the door. Two's a crowd if you're trying to lay low. Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
Don't cause any trouble. I heard about your run-in with Tomo. It's too bad he learned the hard way.
Hamza kept pestering me about his damn missing slate. Like security's got time to track something like that down.
recall sending for anyone. What do you want? And just why would I grant that kind of permission to you? As long as it doesn't involve the Syndicate members themselves, I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me. And what mutual benefit would that be? Of course. Ryujin's success always pays out when it comes to Neon profits. I hear you. Maybe. Need to think about it. All right. You talk a good game. And I suppose if we're looking at a mutually beneficial situation, there's no reason for me not to allow such a small favor. Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning, the Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but if anyone catches you snooping around private quarters, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities.
The music is amazing!
If the gangs can keep killing each other.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza. A gang. And that's not a hypo. Hey, it's your ass. Us crate rats used to think the Ebside strikers were off. I know. Well, you find them. So, what with the disciple? Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
What do you want? Hope you're a paying customer. You lost, kiddo? Oh, so you're the one getting special treatment. Don't look like much to me. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. 3rd floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around, and it's open season. That's what I like to hear. For the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead. Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. The less you consider this an open house, the better. Back off.
Well, this amount of firepower is a bit of overkill, wouldn't you say?
I'm good with that right now. Actually, maybe you could talk to Frankie. Ask her if the dragon needs more
I'm
chow.
watching you.
She was worried it might be hungry. We're expecting more sightseers ever since Seamus went for a swim, and she wants to make sure she has enough to put on a wild show if she needs to.
Figured our paths would cross sooner or later. Not that I thought I was safe, but I never expected anyone to just slip by all the Syndicate here. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. Yes and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay? I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally. You're trusting me on this one. Huh. Not to cast doubt on myself, but I fully expected to push my persuasion skills to the limit. I can see Genevieve and Alexis cringing over those words. If you live in Neon long enough, it's not a surprise you'd start to see the darker side. This slate holds the evidence to prove my innocence. I just need you to make sure Dalton sees it. I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks.
So Ularu is the actual culprit. That complicates things. We're going to have to proceed very carefully, or else Dalton might send someone after us.
You try anything, you're dead.
Back off. See that shroud covering me on? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from nothing. Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credits directly from your pocket.
Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped.
Hey there, friend.
Well, look who's back. Dalton's gonna lose it when he finds out you went to the Syndicate without talking to him. True. Dalton couldn't argue with that. At least he had the good sense to speak to Bayou. So tell me, what did you find out? Oh my. Imogene pointing the finger at Ularu. That would be a first. Ularu will want her head when she finds out. Well, she's not wrong. This situation is gonna give Dalton some serious anxiety. At least it sounds like Imogene has it under control. For now. You and me both. Imogene and I may not always get along, but there's no one better at her job. Besides, I don't have the patience to build a relationship with someone new.
This deal could be huge.
That is an absolutely gorgeous statue. The craftsmanship, it's unparalleled. I wonder if it was hand-carved.
Named in his designer suit, which is way out of our budget right now.
Well,
Is there something I can help you with? All right. This sounds like a closed-door conversation. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. There. Now, is this some sort of joke? I thought Dalton was conducting a real investigation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Is this a game? I wasn't aware. It is a horrible thing when such well-made plans can't be shared. Oh, sure. And I just take your word for it. I don't think so. I'm starting to wonder what Imogene ever saw in you. Well, that would be great, if there was anything to tell.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Is there something I can help you with? All right. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. There. And just where is this? Is this a game? It is horrible. I'm not sure you'll get anywhere with that forceful tone. You really think... I've heard enough. Now tell me who your source is. Did you really come here just to make petty statements like that? It sounds like you're only here to waste my time. Now that sounds more like a proposition I could get behind. Fine.
Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. That depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. Today, they're more about ensuring success, by any means necessary. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? That would be my side. I can see to it that you'll not only get a raise, but a substantial bonus, should all things go my way. And since we're working together, I'll take that so-called evidence off your hands. I guess that's how I would have played it. You can keep your little security blanket. Now that I know where your loyalties lie, I suggest you act as if nothing's changed. If you're looking for a scapegoat on Project Dominion, you can feed Imogene to the wolves. When it's time for the next phase of my plans, I'll let you know.
This could be the most important...
So, you're finally back. With no sign of Imogene. And here I thought sending you after her would be a simple task. I was afraid that evidence Nix provided would be legitimate. Ularu will be very disappointed. I'll have Yuko determine her position so we can start tracking her. Were you at least able to gather any data on how she was able to access Project Dominion? Understood. But one might hope you'd at least take the initiative. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward. And not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board once I've completed a full report.